beautiful people, welcome back to a new video. For my first video of the year, I wanted to dedicate it to one of my New Year's resolution, which is to build my own capsule wardrobe. And with that, this also means that I will be continuing making content for my sustainable fashion series that I kicked off last year. This capsule wardrobe series is going to be in a few different parts, mainly because I want to show quite a lot of the process rather than having a simple talk-through video. Today's video is mainly going to talk about what capsule wardrobe is, why I've decided to build a capsule wardrobe, and thirdly, the main principles and guides that I've decided to stick to in building my capsule wardrobe. The objective of a capsule wardrobe is to size down your wardrobe size and the amount of clothes that you use throughout the year. I'm not going to go into the concept of capsule wardrobe too much, mainly because there's already quite a lot of content out there for you guys to check out. I will be sharing my own experience and my own sort of guides and rules that I've set for myself as I'm building my own capsule wardrobe. But if you want to know more, I would be more than happy to direct you to some other creators that I think have spoken about this really well, and I just really enjoy sort of their perspective on the whole capsule wardrobe slash sustainable fashion consumption. Why did I want to take on building my own capsule wardrobe? And I think the reason is mainly it's sort of a continuation from my efforts in trying to be more sustainable and ethical in fashion. Essentially, over the period of last year, I came to a realization. So I felt like I didn't really reduce my own consumption of clothes. I just sort of redirected them to businesses which I felt was more sustainable and ethical. Most of my purchases were from local businesses and or brands which I felt was sustainable, or I thrifted them off from someone else. And I really thought long and hard about it, like why didn't my consumption go down, right? I realized that a lot of the times it was because I wanted to keep up with trends and I wanted to be trendy, and I realized that that was sort of a key philosophy of my style for quite a long time. I think since I started getting into or being interested in fashion at like 17, 18, I was always constantly trying to be sort of ahead of trends or stay on top of trends. And really, when you do that, it's quite difficult for you to slow down your consumption because you're always kind of wanting to buy pieces which match the current trends that are hot right now. In conclusion, I decided that I need to change my whole philosophy and approach to fashion and style, and so comes to the conclusion of building a capsule wardrobe. When you build your own capsule wardrobe, what you need to do is essentially to be able to know what kind of pieces that you need to have in your wardrobe in order for your wardrobe to be complete. How do I start building my own capsule wardrobe? Different people, different creators will give you different questions, but for me, I mainly started with 3 questions, right? And the first question is, what am I most comfortable with? What do I wear most often? What is my style, or the style that I aspire to have? There's 2 ways you can go about this. The first one, you can dive into your wardrobe, take stuff out and see what you have. But I think that causes so much of a mess that I don't even want to start doing that and pouring clothes onto my bed. But instead what I did was essentially scroll through my Instagram, because I figured, the stuff that I am most comfortable with and I like to wear most often would appear on my Instagram a lot. And I also know sort of like from just observation of what I like to shop for, certain cuts that I tend to like to wear and what looks good on me. I noticed that I wear a lot of kind of like sweater or like knit textured stuff. So that is a sort of material that I notice that I quite like to wear quite often and I find comfortable. And then I also know that I like high-waisted pants. So I think most of the trousers you see, if not all of them, are actually all high-waisted because height issues and also hip issues. Secondly, the question on what is my uniform. For the last question, what is my style, or the style that I aspire to have? So this is also a concept that Justine introduced in her video, and she, if you already have sort of a style that you know that you like, then obviously that will be that. But what you can also do is pick or look for fashion inspiration proportions, and that is based on people who either have a similar body shape as you, or someone that you've just been following for a long time and you like their style. So I feel like I have come to a point where I have a style, like my own style. I feel like I've only at this current age, like 25, 24-ish, that I have discovered that my own style, or a style that I'm comfortable with, right? If you're still looking for that style, I don't think you have to be too pressured in narrowing things down to have a capsule wardrobe. I feel like you can still leave some room to experiment with trends and different styles if you want to. I also acknowledge that my style will change as I age, but it won't happen as fast as trends come and go. So in order to figure out my style, I kind of have like a kind of a sense of it, but I decided to also ask you guys what my style was. So I posted a question on Insta Story for you guys to describe my style. What I found not necessarily surprising, but some of it is quite consistent with how I feel like I view my own style. Like a lot of vibrant vibes, hip, chic vibes, or streetwear vibes, which I think is quite accurate in capturing the range of styles that I kind of like to wear. I do find myself super comfortable in kind of like office chic, is what I called it, whatever chic means anyways. But yeah, that kind of like casual office style. So mixing formal pieces with non-formal pieces is something that I really like to do, like blazers with knit sweaters and jeans and stuff like that. And I also, when I'm going super casual, tend to go to more of a street style of casual, so baggy t-shirts, sneakers. In my wardrobe, I like colors, and I need to have pops of colors in my wardrobe. Although my wardrobe isn't that colorful, I think the main neutral colors like black, white, brown, camel, nudes are super important pieces because they tend to be the pieces that will match with almost anything. But I also think that if you are a person which like certain colors or like pops of colors in their wardrobe, or just like a colorful wardrobe, then you should be able to build a capsule wardrobe which has those colorful pieces in your wardrobe. The next step is to identify rules or guiding principles which I have to adhere to when I'm building my capsule wardrobe. Number one, my capsule wardrobe will only consist of 60 pieces, including shoes, but excluding accessories. And why 60, you ask? So usually if you watch a lot of capsule wardrobe, they'll recommend to have sort of 30 pieces of clothing for each season. So that actually adds up to about 120 pieces. Most people, I think, have around 90 because you have transitional pieces. We live in Malaysia and we don't have those 4 seasons, right? So I thought 60 throughout the year seemed kind of fine. So I'm gonna settle with 60. So that's how I landed at number 60. I don't know. The 60 pieces does not include sports attire. I've also excluded traditional attire. So my baju kurung, kebaya and everything. Those are the rules that I have set in order to limit my capsule wardrobe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!